Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Some Remarkable and Not So Well Known Years in the Early 20th Century, referring to 1916, 1917, 1920, 1922, and 1923. Some tumultuous years, challenging years. 1916, Rav Kook is in England, and because of the world wars and everything going on, he is stuck there. But interesting how Hashem made him stuck in England, because that was the time debating the Balfour Declaration. There were some Jews who were assimilated Jews and not nationalistic in any way, very anti-nationalistic, and they made big claims. And they were Hashem, important Jews in the parliament in England, and they said, listen, the idea of nationalism, there's no connection to Judaism and nationalism. This whole Zionist movement should be just put down. And they were against the idea of England recognizing Jewish state. But Rav Kook was in town and he battled. He battled with all his energy. And in 1917, the announcement of the Balfour Declaration, an amazing time where many, many Jews saw this is clearly a divine blessing. So that's the good news. Then 1920, the San Remo Conference, more discussion about the Jews' rights to the homeland. And it was a huge amount of land in Israel and then on the other side of the Jordan as well. Jordan, Iraq, Iran, it was just incredible, the size. So things were looking great. So 1916, Rav Kook was stuck there, so to speak, in England, but it turned out to be a bracha. He was pushing ahead for the Balfour Declaration. 1917 happened, 1920. Then the San Remo Conference, 1922, the White Papers, which was total reversal for England. Stop the Jews' rights to come into the country, to Israel, supporting the Arabs. Very, very hostile. And a huge setback. Then 1923, big celebration for the King of England's birthday, King George V. And Rav Kook speaks. And he says, don't have despair. In the Second Temple, the same thing happened. The same thing happened in the Second Temple, where the Jews came and started looking positive, and then all the people in Israel caused setbacks. The foreigners caused setbacks to the Jewish people, and the Mikdash was stopped, and we persevered, and it worked out in the end. It wasn't the greatest times for the Jewish people. The Mikdash, the second one, wasn't as glorious as the first, but we had the Mikdash. And he says, we're going to persevere as well. Who knew? If Rav Kook really knew that in just about 20 years we would have Kamat Medina. But he felt it. He knew it. Did he have a sense of how, what, when? Who knows? So those years to me are remarkable years. 1916, when Rav Kook did not want to be in England, but Hashem placed him there. He rallied and pushed against the assimilated Jews and said, we need to push for the Balfour Declaration. 1917, it happens. 1920, an expansion. San Remo Conference, amazing news for the Jews. 1922, an incredible setback with the White Papers. 1923, Rav Kook keep pushing the Jews forward. Don't give up hope. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Amazing message almost a century ago for then and for now as well. We have despair, we have setbacks, but we keep pushing forward. Shalom.